Estamos com silêncio, a floresta está em silêncio, os lideranças de jovens, mulheres, crianças estão em silêncio, triste, porque é um chefe que foi assassinado por não índio.
Nós aqui moramos dentro da pulmão da Amazônia, né? Porque essa Amazônia traz saúde para a gente, né? Saúde para o mundo, assim quer dizer. Essa ar é no mundo, né? Ar poluído traz muito problema para a gente. Problema de saúde, tristeza. Por isso que nós preocupamos com mudança de climática, né, quer dizer, né? Essa é que nossa preocupação, nós exigimos no Anhembi.
Ja quem tuo on oikein kenään mainen? No ja pojakin on oikein.
Complex stories like those about the climate crisis are so often simplified into slogans and snippets that activists and graphic communication designers hope the public will be able to connect to in that famous 3 seconds for which we have their attention. Inevitably, a lot of the finer details of these stories are lost in this process. In exploring ways of bringing complexity, multiplicity, and nuance back into these conversations, I have used methods that are slow, time-consuming, messy, layered. The process is the medium. Many of the artists, activists, and practitioners whose ideas I've been working with this term advocate strongly for slowing down, in our activism and in our lives. Sarah Ahmed writes, "There is no guarantee that in struggling for justice, we ourselves will be just. We have to hesitate, to temper the strength of our tendencies with doubt, to waver when we are sure, or even because we are sure. A feminist movement that proceeds with too much confidence has cost us too much already." For Uzma Rizvi, slowness is necessary in order to disentangle ourselves from the unstoppable momentum of capitalism. When she talks about decolonization as care, I am reminded of the Care Collective's Care Manifesto, which argues for a politics of interdependence and seeks to make care the organizing principle of our lives and our governments. When I interviewed Nick Annan, the wonderful activist and academic exploring diversity deficit in environmental movements, he had this to say.
What's environmentalism or environmentalists tend to have is empathy. Good. But they don't have deep empathy. Deep empathy is the ability to not just imagine how somebody else's life would be, but the ability to feel, feel what other people's lives are, and I'm talking about other people living at the moment, because in the system as it is, there are people absolutely heading for extinction every single fucking day. And we're not talking about, extinction of species, extinction of bees, and extinction of, we're talking about human beings. We're talking about knowledge systems. We're talking about cultures and so on. That every single day are under threats from the dominant system that we live in. We've got to somehow convey all of this in the 3 second, and it's got to mean something to, so somehow we've got to get deep empathy into the conversation. We've got to get radical love into the conversation.
This is my brief. This is exactly.
So much of this project has been about connecting to people. From the people whose struggle I feel connected to even though they're on the other side of the world, to the people I have shared a physical space with in the print studio, who have taught me new skills and helped me with my process. While I have sought to find ways to platform other people, activists and designers, through my practice, I have not sought to erase myself from the process. Just the opposite. I have made sure I was there, visible, honest, and transparent about who I am and my position in relation to these issues.